We made s'mores this evening. Bebe, how you liking them?
Big hit. I haven't had a s'more in a long time.
I can tell. You have marshmallow all over your mouth.
What's a s'more?
What's a s'more? How can I have s'more if I...
S'more if I'm... to begin with. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
It is Sunday at 12:30.
According to our Tahoe, it's still 1:30.
Yeah, according to our car, it's still 1:30. So yeah, we are on our way to eat lunch with my parents over by their house at a place called Park Pizza. It's just like a local Orlando pizza place. They also have wings.
It's a brewery.
Yeah, it's a brewery. They have sandwiches, I think. I don't think they have pasta, but we usually get a pizza there. Sometimes I get a salad. Last time I got their wings for the first time, and they were really good, so we might get some of those today for an appetizer. So yeah, we like to sit outside there with the babies. The babies love being outside when it's not hot out, so we're hoping, fingers crossed, that they sleep the whole time or most of the time. And if they don't, then Nana and Papa get to do a feeding, and we get a little break. So that'll be nice.
Yay to a hot meal.
Yeah, yay to a hot meal. Yay to a meal that's eaten at the time it's supposed to be eaten at. So yeah, we're just gonna head over there. If we have some time after and the babies are doing okay, I would like to go by TJ Maxx and PetSmart. They're right next door to each other. We need to get a new dog bed. Our dog tore up his a while ago, and we had a spare one that we've been using in the room, but we really need to get another one to replace the one that he destroyed. And then I would like to see if there's any Halloween dog toys. Our daughter says hello. I'd like to see if there's any Halloween dog toys that are on sale. I don't know if they still have any out. I'm gonna do a dog toy purge hopefully sometime this week if I have time. So I don't know if this week it'll get done, but in the near future I'd like to do a dog toy purge, get those all cleaned up, and then donate them to the animal shelter. We did that maybe like 6 months ago or so, but I don't know how we keep getting all these dog toys. I don't know if like we didn't purge enough or if we bought more toys or what happened, but we have too many toys and we need new toys.
I think the problem is the dogs will play with something once,
Yeah.
and they'll look super interested, and we're like, well, let's not get rid of that one because they liked it at one point.
Yeah.
But then they just never look at it again.
Yeah, and to be fair, our Jack Russell, sorry, she's really upset. She'll be fine once we get to our destination, I promise. Our Jack Russell, he is not really big into toys. He more likes bones and things like that, so maybe we'll try to get him some bones. Our little mutt lab girl, she loves a squeaky toy, so maybe we'll see if they have any good squeakies for her. And we'll check in with you guys later. Be sure to show you our lunch.
By the way,
oh yeah, by the way, go Dodgers. They won the World Series. Furby used to live in LA before we met, and he is a Dodgers fan. I hope I don't make anyone angry, but I don't like baseball. It's very boring to me.
I've been a Dodgers fan since I was a kid, though. So growing up in New Mexico, I grew up about an hour north of Albuquerque. I grew up in Santa Fe, and the farm team was the Dukes, which was in Albuquerque for the Dodgers. So I saw all of like the Dodger greats, like Darryl Strawberry, Mike Piazza, Mike Scioscia was the manager there for a long time. So a lot of I rooted for the Dodgers since I was a little kid, just because we saw so many people that I would watch in Albuquerque go on to play with the Dodgers and do really good things. So I also like the Tampa Bay Rays, just because I'm a huge fan of Tampa sports, but I've always been a Dodger fan. So this has been a good time to be a Dodger fan for sure, because it was a lot of years of it not really been great to be a Dodger fan. So.
Yeah, and honestly, like if we're at a baseball game, like if I'm at one live, I think it's fun, the environment's fun. But watching it on TV, to me, last game of the World Series for sure, because it's Game 7, right? For sure the last game, very like nail-biting game. Even I was like falling asleep. So
she actually didn't watch the end of it.
I was so tired. It was the 11th inning, and maybe it was like 5 or 6 years ago now. I feel like one of the games, I don't know if it was the last one, but one of the games went on for 18 innings, and I cannot do that anymore, especially with the babies, because I knew if I didn't go to sleep, like I was not going to sleep. And quite honestly, even skipping out on the last inning, I still didn't get to sleep right away. I had to feed a baby and then go to sleep. So
there was an 18 inning game this year too, but the one she's talking about was in 2018 or 19, I think. think.
It was 2019. Sorry
Yeah.
for my hand. I had to reposition
And
the
it was,
camera.
it was the Dodgers and the Red Sox, and we watched the entire 18-inning game.
Yeah, I did fall asleep through parts of it. I remember laying on our couch. This is when we still lived in Texas. I remember laying on the couch and waking up like every inning being like, is it still on? Is it still on? It was so long. And see, I thought it was the Astros that was 18 innings, so news to me. I don't remember anything except it was long. We actually saw the Dodgers last year when we went to LA. We did like a 10-day trip to LA and spent some time in the actual city, spent some time in Anaheim at Disneyland. It was a really fun trip. I'd never been to LA before, so I really enjoyed it.
I used to live there. I have some family out there, so
Yeah.
I have a lot of ties out west, and I love it out there.
Yeah, it was a good trip. We got to see one of Furby's cousins. We had, I don't know if it was lunch or dinner, but we had a meal with her. One of my cousins actually lives there. That was like a couple weeks before his 25th birthday, and we had dinner with him. And then some of our friends met us out there. Furby's best, not high school, like childhood best friend, met us out there with his partner.
My best man.
Yeah, Furby's best man at our wedding. They met us out there and they did like the Dodger game with us because they're really into baseball, and then they are really into Disney too, so they went to Disneyland with us. Then they went home, and then we did some more LA time, just Furby and I. I think we were there for a total of like 10 days.
10 days. We did the Monster Jam finals too, which was really cool.
You guys will learn Furby is a big Monster Jam guy, and they had the World Finals out there at SoFi. Furby's friend was so kind and got us a box. That will be the first and last time we were ever in a box.
That's so
Probably at any stadium, but especially SoFi. It was so nice. If we have some pictures, we'll put them in here. I think we had some pictures and maybe a video.
It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and hopefully one day we can do that with the kids. I hope they're Monster Jam kids, because I really want to.
I hope they're Monster Jam kids too, so you have someone to go with.
Boring.
But yeah, so we're getting close to
our lunch.
So
Yeah, we will show you guys what we order, and then if we do end up shopping, we'll show you what the shops look like today.
So we're here at the Lake Nona Town Center, where you can see there are a lot of restaurants and little green space, and across the way over there is called Boxy Park. Bosphorus is a Turkish restaurant, which is really good. There's a place called Chroma, which is a tapas restaurant.
It's really good for brunch.
Really good for brunch. Really good bar as well. And then there's where we're going, which is Park Pizza and Brewing Company. Yeah, we haven't been in this ice cream shop before. It opened somewhat recently. You see Boxy Park over there, and that has some food trucks, some live music, playground. It's a cool little area here in Lake Nona. Hey, it's Furby in voiceover form. So, here is the menu at Park Pizza. Over here we have the appetizers, which are called pre-pizza, the salads, sandwiches, all that type of stuff, plus their pizza selections, which we went with a Hawaiian type of pizza, but they have tons of different ones there. You can also create your own pizza. Really top tier ingredients, really good stuff. And then they have their beer selection, their alcohol selection. It is a brewery, so they do have in-house brews, but you can also get stuff by the bottle and wine, and I don't think they do liquor, but beer and wine. Now, if you're not about that lime with Diet Coke game, you need to get on it, because that is the best possible way to have it. Now, for an appetizer, we went with the sweet and spicy wings and a Caesar salad. Now, the one thing that they did today that I wasn't a fan of, they brought out the pizza at the same time as the salad and the wings. Usually we like to do the appetizers before. I'm sure most of you do, but today they brought it all out at once for some reason. But you can see how good the pizza is. It was fantastic. 10 out of 10, would recommend. But with that, I'm going to pass it off to Hope and myself. Take it away, guys. Hello.
We just finished lunch at Park Pizza. It was so good.
So good.
We got the sticky Thai wings, the Caesar salad. And then I never remember the name of the pizza. Is it called the Big Kahuna? Is that what it's called?
It's a Hawaiian pizza with sausage.
Yeah, it's so good. And I know that pineapple on pizza is a bit controversial, but
Which it should not be.
here's my deal with pineapple. I don't like when it's the rings because that's too much. It's too much going on. I gotta bite into the ring. I hope the ring doesn't come apart. Hope I don't pull off the whole ring. But if it's like chopped up bite-sized pizzas, that I am big pro fan.
Diced pineapple is where it's at.
Yeah. So
Also ham, like I've been to places that have like shaved ham. No, it needs to be like diced ham in like little chunks.
yeah,
You know, not thin, but
yeah,
good
like diced ham.
Yeah, like dinner plate ham with it's diced.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
So yeah, that's what we got there. And my parents got their own pizza. I think they got just like a cheese pizza with mushroom. I think that's what they got. And now we're on our way to TJ Maxx. My parents have lived in this neighborhood since 2019, and they actually used to live in a different part of this neighborhood and then moved to their current house, I think in like 2020, I think. But when they lived in the first part of the neighborhood, there were like 3 or 4 houses at Christmas time that had like a coordinated like Christmas light show. So it was like 3 or 4 neighbors that like all of their lawns were coordinated, like with the music and the decorations and stuff, and that's pretty cool.
Didn't they have like a radio station too?
I don't know if that one did. There's a lot of decorations here. It's kind of hard to keep track, but I know all the lights were coordinated. I remember that for a fact. I don't know if there was a radio station with it or not, but maybe around Christmas time we'll do a little drive through their neighborhood and show you guys some of the cool stuff going on. Our neighborhood people definitely decorate, but not like over here. Like over here, like this is like I don't think there's a competition, but it's like people are competing. They definitely take it seriously.
Maybe we'll when it comes to be a little closer to Christmas, we'll take you guys over to Celebration.
Yep.
Which is if you don't know about Celebration, and correct me if I'm wrong here, my love, it was supposed to be for Disney executives, right?
Yeah, that was the original plan.
So it's like this very like idyllic looking
like
town.
Main Street USA kind of feel,
but like where people actually
live. Yeah.
And then that whole like Disney executive thing didn't happen, but they
No.
continued with the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it's a very like upscale neighborhood, a lot of really expensive houses.
Yeah.
But people, they go all out. Like,
Yeah.
And when I say all out, I mean all out.
Yeah.
Like there's people with foam snow
Yeah.
running all day, and like it's a sight to be seen. So we'll take you guys by there around Christmas time.
And Celebration's interesting too because like there are like literally 1-bedroom condos all the way to like, you know, probably 7,000 square foot mansions. So there's a variety in the sizes of homes, but they're all expensive no matter the size because of the location. So even like a smaller condo is still going to be pretty expensive, especially when you take into consideration their HOAs. I remember when we were buying our house, I just looked for fun. I knew that Celebration probably was not in our budget, and I was right. But I remember looking and seeing like 1-bedroom condos, and like the condo itself was like maybe like $230,000, which to me is an astronomical amount to pay for a 1-bedroom apartment essentially. But then the HOA would be like $700 a month. So you still have like this huge monthly expense, even though your actual mortgage may be, you know, lower, you still have the HOA.
I think we have a baby trying to poop.
Yeah, we have a baby trying to work through something back there. And I know people who don't live in Central Florida will probably say, well, just don't live in an HOA. And what I say to that is, good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck trying to find a house that a normal person can afford in Orlando that's not in an HOA. Good luck.
Like, good luck finding a house, just period.
Yeah.
That isn't an HOA in Orlando. It's almost impossible.
I will say some of the older parts of Orlando, I mean, I don't know for a fact, but those may not be in HOAs. But those older parts of Orlando are also more expensive, obviously, because the location is better. Those homes are older, so they kind of have more of that like character that a lot of people like. Bless you.
Excuse me.
But like the area of town we live in, these are all newer homes for the most part. And so like most of these houses are in HOA communities. Actually, I think all of them are, as far as I know.
Funny thing is, like HOAs, I know they're a controversial thing and a lot of people don't like living in them, but I think that they're kind of a necessary evil in some ways. There's things like there's there's good and bad with everything, right? And I don't know. This is the first HOA community we've lived in that I can think of, right?
Yeah.
And I think by and large, it's been all right.
Yeah.
Like it's been fine.
Yeah, I mean, in our HOA, to be fair, knock on wood, is not like out of control. Like, I think we've gotten a violation one time because we had weeds and it was like $15 and I paid it, and like that was the end of that. And that was kind of like an interesting one because I'm like, it's Florida in summer, don't we all have weeds? Like, I don't
like weeds grow like every 15 minutes here.
Yeah.
Like you can pull them in the next day and they're right back.
And to be fair, that was maybe like 6 months after we moved into our house, and maybe they were just really aggressive when the community was newer. But we haven't had a violation, knock on wood, again in like 4.5 years. And obviously if you do like really wacky stuff like paint your house neon purple or something, like you're probably gonna get an HOA violation. But as long as you're not doing stuff like that, you're probably fine. Anyway, well, we just got to TJ Maxx. We're gonna go in and see if they have a dog bed, and then pop into PetSmart next door, see if they have any toys on sale. But yeah, we'll show you what we find. Sorry we did not film in there. I completely forgot people would be in there buying Christmas decor. So it was very, very busy, and it just was kind of impossible to navigate the stroller and filming. So we didn't film in there, but later tonight we'll show you everything that we got at TJ Maxx. We got some things for the babies. We got a dog bed. I got a candle. I think that's it. But I just stopped at Dunkin' and got myself a little decaf macchiato. This is what made our babies. This right here, and lots of cheeseburgers. So we're on our way home now. We were gonna go to PetSmart, but we took so long in TJ Maxx just because of the crowd, and the line was super long, and the babies were starting to not feel it anymore. Yeah, scream.
Yeah.
So we didn't make it over to PetSmart, unfortunately, but we're headed home now. We're gonna get the babies down for their last nap of the day. Luckily they napped some at lunch, so it's not like they haven't napped at all. But yeah, we're gonna get home, put them down for a nap. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Good afternoon. So I've had a couple of people ask me before, what's it like doing a nighttime routine with twins? And I thought that might be a good thing to show you. So I'm going to show you kind of what we do for what we call the 4 Bs, but really the 3 Bs, which is a bath, bottle, bed, right? You can add book in there, but like we've said before, we're kind of doing book during the day now. It gets them a little too hype. So yeah, I'll show you. We kind of have a routine, a little station set up, and I'll kind of walk you through that. All right, so here's the setup that we have for the bath. First of all, we have 2 towels already laid out on the bed, and we have what they're going to wear for the evening. This is for my son, this is for my daughter. We have lotion. We have diaper rash cream, which my wife prefers Desitin. I prefer Bordeaux's butt paste. And then for my son, he has a lot more hair than my daughter, so we use a comb on him. For my daughter, she's just growing in hair now, so we use a soft bristle brush. It's my night to do my daughter, so that's why I have the Bordeaux's on this side. But we have the towels already set up, so that way we can just lay them down, dry them off, lotion them up, change them, and boom, 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 boom. Really, really fast. Before we get here, though, we have to go to the bathtub. In here, we have 2 little setups, one for each baby to lay on. We don't necessarily do the pink and blue thing. We just happen to have pink and blue. We'll put whoever on either one. Then we have these little knee pads, which save our lives. You put them down, they fold out like this. You put them on the floor, and I will be here, Hope will be here, we'll bathe them. We each have soap, shampoo, little squirt bottles so that way we can, squirt their hair and get water and such. And this little caddy right here so we can lean on it. And then there's also these little things which we use for their hair. Washcloths, which we have about 3 or 4 for each baby, any given bath night. And you come over here, we have their towels set up. These are the ones that we actually dry them with. The ones that we have on the bed, we just have out there so that way, they don't get the bed all wet, the bedspread all wet. We put them in their towels, wrap them up, bring them out here. Granted, the lights are down, so I'll give you kind of an idea of what it's like. Lights are down, and then we have this little egg light that you can kind of see here. We leave that on. And that's going to be the only light, because with babies their age, they get overstimulated by light really, really easily. So even like that lamp you see there, that's way too much light for them. Get them lotioned, changed, put their clothes on them, comb their hair. I should mention, before we do anything, we always make sure that the bottles are full. So we have this little mini fridge in here. We have 2 bottles. My son's eating right now, so his bottle's out there. And then we also have this Dr. Brown's pitcher that will actually mix formula for you. If you just go like that. Of course, when I'm holding the other side, it doesn't spin around, but it mixes up the formula for you, and then you have a lot of formula. Our babies, they don't really like warmed formula, we found, so we give it to them cold. You can judge if you want to. It works for us. Then we go over to their snooze. This is their little bassinets. And we make sure, so we do soap every other night because at this age, they're too little and their skin is too gentle. They're too, can't think of the word right now. Baby, what's their, sensitive, thank you. Their skin is too sensitive to have soap every night. It can dry them out really bad. So every other night we'll clean out, or we'll switch out their sacks, the little sacks that they go in. So you kind of do that up here, and then you zip them up. So that way they don't, just go anywhere they want to. And then, obviously if they spit up or something, we switch it out. We do have some burp cloths right here, just so it doesn't soak their sheets and then we have to switch their sheets in the middle of the night. We just switch a burp cloth and, easy does it. So now, once we're done with all of that, we have our feeding stations, which is the bed. Wife is over here to your right, bed left. I'm on the other side over here. My wife, she likes using this pillow to feed with. So she keeps it right here by her bed. She'll put it like that, blanket on top, baby goes on top, and that's what she feeds them with. Prefer to have, number one, I like my pillows stacked so I can kind of lay down and it gives me firm, something to lean back on. And then I like the My Breast Friend, which is actually meant for breastfeeding 2 babies, but it works well for me. Okay, so it's kind of snaps right here. Put it around. Boom. Now you can put a baby on top. I kind of hold them in my hand. You can feed them, pull them back up, take them to bed. Now the thing that is the most important, for us anyway, is having enough burp cloths. Because the last thing you want is to have a baby that's just about to nod off and go to sleep and you don't have a burp cloth. And then they're all drooly and you got to get up to go get one. It's the worst because then it wakes them up. You got to start the whole process over again. So we are jam-packed with burp cloths right here. And then we have some bigger ones that we like to lay down instead of using up our blankets. And these are super absorbent. So having a lot of burp cloths and a lot of diapers handy is kind of the key here. And the last thing I didn't mention are these little socks right here. I might have heard of the Owlet socks. These are very similar. They're just by a company called Eufy. They essentially look at the baby's heart rate and their oxygen levels. And if their heart rate or oxygen gets too low, you get an alert on your phone and also through the base, and it tells you to come check on your baby. So yeah, that's our nighttime routine every night. The big thing too is just doing bath time, bedtime within about 15-20 minutes every night. Because the big thing, especially with babies in general, but with twins, you want them on the same schedule, because if that schedule wanes at all and they get off of the schedule with each other, it's bad. Trust me, we learned pretty early on that we need to keep a consistent schedule, because if their feeding schedule gets off especially, you will be feeding all day long and you won't get a break. And then getting them back onto the same schedule is almost impossible. So that's why, if you talk to any of our family who's watched the kids, we're like, schedule, routine, schedule, routine, schedule, routine. You have to do it this way. You have to. Like, we're so militant about it. And I'm sure with time that'll get a little bit, I don't want to say more lax, but it'll get a little easier, just because the kids will be a little more independent. For right now, it's working pretty well for us. We're usually getting about 5 to 6 hour sleep windows between them, which has been great, because when they were little, we were getting 2 or 3 hours, and that was awful. So now we actually get a little bit of sleep, which is great. But yeah, let me know if you want me to type this up or make like a little plan for you. I'm happy to. if you have twins or even if you have a singleton, I'm happy to give you our plan and you can try it and adapt it.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed our nighttime routine. It's the next day. Sorry we didn't get to do a sign off last night. Babies went to bed without issue or complication, which is what I know every parent wants. But yeah, I just wanted to wrap it up and say thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.